Hey guys, Iron here with a much requested video on how I geared my witch. Well, I say much requested, but it's probably like 3 or 4 people, but yeah, well, let's get right into it. So, first thing I did was with my witch, I used basically all green gear like Uria. But I upgraded to a Kazarka as soon as I got mine, because that weapon will be the basis for your accuracy. Not that we need a lot of it, because our flows have 100% hit rate, but you do want to get towards the 300 accuracy range eventually. And yeah, you also want to get to level 60 because of the flows. Which between 56 59 is gonna hit like a wet fart. At 60 she's gonna hit way harder. Anyways, I'm gonna try to do this guide, but I don't even have my Bex gloves right now. But you really want those first. I never got mine. I've got, well, pre-orders up since the beginning, and they never filled. So other people were getting like their bags of the auction house first. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I can't auction house, it seems like. Anyways, bags, gloves, really good. Not a requirement right now, but just keep them in mind if you want to get to the 300 accuracy range. That said, Liverdo isn't really a great idea. If you can, just go straight for the Kazarka, because the Liverdo has lower accuracy and it is just an intermediate weapon. Save up and go for the Kazarka instead. You will use it for a long time to come. As my sub-weapon, I always used a Seal Dagger before I got my Kurum. The loss of AP when using one of the other daggers is for a witch or wizard bad. You could argue go with the bronze dagger for the accuracy, but you will end up doing less damage to players, or at best not notice the difference. But in PvE you'll notice the AP loss. Just go for steel until you can get a Kurum, and unless you can get like 261 AP with Nuver, don't bother with it. Kutum works well for PvE and PvP unless you're like I said, 261 AP bracket. For armor, I mainly use 2 pieces of Grunel and 2 pieces of Hercules at the start, so I could loot more at the start of the game, as more loot equal more silver, but I later switched to Heavy instead of the Hercules 2 piece. This with Grunel gives you a good mix between defense, more HP, and offense, 5 AP. Although you can really never go wrong with a full set of Grunel. But the 2 AP it gives for the full set is, yeah, you're not gonna notice it with all the AP crystals in your gear. Getting everything up to try at this point is a must-have. Really, try really good. Then once the armor and weapons are at try, the first thing I ditched was my entire Asula set for the blue cheap accessories like Schultz, neck and belt. For maybe 60 million silver you have them at try. By now they cost probably way less. When you upgrade, just slide them onto an alt. They're always useful, even if you're into the gold range. You're gonna have an alt. You don't want to put Asula on it. I know I'm very against Asula by now. Everybody, I'm like, yeah, I know, but Asula is a shit set. There, I have said it. Then when you get those Try and Schultz neck and belt, go for dual marks of shadow and dual witch earrings, or you can grind for the sealed earrings for free. I have a video on this called free pen earring or super grind. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be a super grind. There's no free pen earrings in this game. I don't know how people got by that clickbait, but it's not real clickbait. Check it out. I would advise you to stop at try. Any more time invested in those earrings is pretty much a waste, I think. If you try to get those and it goes wrong, there's like 8 hours of time invested. It's going bye-bye. They do require way less fail stacks to succeed, but still, I wouldn't want to try to TED mine. I just keep mine right now on an alt, because I'm using Try Witches right now. They're cheap at the moment. They're going back up in value, so if you wanna get a few cheap ones, get them right now, I think, because after all of these events are done, they're gonna be costly again. Then once that is all done, upgrade all your blue accessories to Try, then start working on getting your weapons to TED, and start buying boss gear. I wouldn't bother trying to TED regular green gear, because you want to keep those fail stacks for actual boss gear, because you're gonna run around in boss gear eventually. All the green gear is just intermediate stuff. Anyways, about the boss gear, the order you get them in is Biggs first, Muskin second, Dim, and then the Giat helmet, because the Giat helmet is just like finishing the set. For me, I pretty much done it entirely backwards, just because I can't ever seem to get a drop, and no one ever fills any of my freaking pre-orders, so I've just had pre-orders up until they filled, and I don't even have a Dim or a Biggs yet. So I'm wearing Red Nose right now. It's not as good as Dim, it's not as bad as people say. If you can get one, it's better than not having one. Now, onto your crystals in your weapons. Get the +5 AP ones for now, the yellow ones. In your helmet, I go for 2 times 20 agility. Or you can go for the cheaper ones with the +2 casting speed and 1 agility, or the one that gives 50 HP. I try to max out casting speed and critical rate, so gloves go with 2 times +2 critical. But right now I lack 2 points in casting speed on my set. I'm not sure yet which one I'm gonna switch out. But I use food that gives more casting speed. So yeah. Anyways, I like one point in casting speed. It's not gonna make that much of a difference. I prefer people not being able to hit me in PvP with the +40 agility right now, and lots of people still use Asula, so they're not gonna be able to hit you. Anyways, in the chest I went with the +100 HP, because witches can get a little squishy without the coupled 250 HP from Heavy, so getting those 200 HP back is a nice chunk, especially because I don't have Dim yet. So but when I have Dim, I'll probably still stick to the +100 HP. You want to try to stay at least above 3000 HP when you have Dim and all that stuff. Now for the boots, I go with 2 times 25% knockdown resist. Basically because a knockdown witch is a dead witch. It's plainly that simple. You take too much damage when you're on the floor. You can't do jack shit. The only thing you can hope for is, oh god, I hope this guy doesn't have 200 plus AP and kills me in one move. So yeah, don't be on the floor. It's bad. Sub weapon, if you got a Kudum, use the orange 2 times 5 AP 100 HP crystals that you get from the quest line. Just run 2 characters through it and you're set. If you have still a steel dagger, use +1 luck for the time being, because the crystals, I think the last time I checked they were like 11 or 13 million, and I don't want to buy a 200 pearl item to get the crystal back out, so just go with +1 luck if you have steel dagger. Once you get all this done, congratulations, you should be around or over a gear score of 500. The easy part is now done, and you can go around kicking ass while not having to chew bubblegum at all. A A lot of people will chime in right now, but dude, Ursula's set it's awesome. It's like new slice of bread. You should get full Ted boss gear before getting rid of that set. They're also the same people that would hit me like a wet fart. 5 versus 1 and lose, because which is somehow OP. But full Ted boss gear with Ursula accessories is like... it's like having a Lamborghini with an economic engine installed that produces 50 horsepower. You're not going to win any races with it, just because it looks cool. And it's made for like driving fast. You're not going anywhere with that. Do not forget your accessories. I can't stress this enough, but do not go for expensive yellow versions if you don't produce heaps of silver each day. Grinding for a week and then trying a pry combine and failing it will completely crush your soul. You are much better off attempting 5 to 10 blue combines. The odds are way more in your favor in succeeding one of those to duo first. And when you have a duo, get another duo and try that one. Do not, like, when you have 2 duos, use those to try to upgrade, because if you fail and it destroys and you can't replace it, you're back to using your shit Usulas. So always use new gear to upgrade your old accessories. I always do this. I do not, when I'm gonna upgrade my crescent ring to a try, I will make a new duo first and try to upgrade that one. So as I will never lose an entire chunk of my AP when it fails. Now, a lot of people probably don't use foods, I think, because I've had to say that in my guild a couple of times. Just rotate 2 or 3 of the +5 AP foods that I'm showing on screen. You can rotate 3, but it's a pain in the ass. It's much easier to rotate just 2 when you're doing PvE stuff. On Node Wars, I will take the effort to get the Knights rations into the mix for the added damage it does to humans. Anyways, I hope this helps to get your bearing in what to gear. Also, a quick note, it took a lot of effort and grinding to get here, and some people say, oh, I'm only 20 points behind you in gear score, I'm close. That's not being close. Especially if it's 20 AP, it's going to suck, and you're going to blow up billions of silver just to like get 20 AP. Unless you're like super lucky, or your name is Laughing in my guild. Just embrace it. Silver sitting in your vault isn't making you stronger in the end. All your tries, it's all gonna even out. The one moment you're gonna lose in this game is when you quit. So, because then all your effort that you put into it is going to waste. Anyways, I hope this helps. If there are any more questions, put them down below. And if you liked it, leave it a like, maybe subscribe. And yeah, see you next time. Iron out.